Greetings, dear respected audience. This is Esther Mala, your firstly and successful global educator, corporate trainer, SDG, ESG, and technology enthusiast from Malaysia, who not only focus on her life but also desire to see others excel in their lives by offering quality education for all. Dear precious audience, esteemed academician, our dedicated project team of Elegant Empire Education welcomes you again to the Real Talk with Experts Sustainable Development Goals Forum. We are indeed privileged to have Assistant Professor Dr. Anjum Qureshi here today with us. She is our host and project leader for this SDG Forum. In this forum, we will explore transformative strategies that empowers community through knowledge. Together, let us engage in insightful discussion that inspires action and foster collaboration for a sustainable future with our honorable respected panelists. We welcome Assistant Professor Sanskruti Patak, sorry, very unique name, She is Assistant Professor at Faculty of Liberal Arts, Parul University, Gujarat, India. She has PhD in psychology and BA, she has done BA in advanced in applied psychology. And she is very talented person, as we see. Anyway, let's invite her to, without much ado, we will just go into inviting her. Thank you for joining us in this vital conversation, Dr. Assistant Professor Sanskruti Patak. Welcome.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for the very good, warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. We love to see you here. And it's really wonderful. And you really moved very fast when we invited you. Thank you so much. And we are really proud to host you today. So to start the session, I would like to invite our Assistant Professor, Dr. Anjum Qureshi, to take over. Dr. Anjum?
Thank you so much, Dr. Esther, and greetings to everyone. I'm Dr. Anjum Qureshi, Assistant Professor at Rajiv Gandhi College of Engineering, Chandrapur, India, and the moderator for this session. Now, this is a forum where every week we discuss about sustainable development goals, and this is a very unique platform where we are trying to create awareness on SDGs. And today we are back with one more interesting SDGs, that is SDG 3,
Thank you
where
so
we'll be
much.
talking about
And we
health
are
and
really
wellness.
proud to host you today.
And
So
to
to
handle
start
this
the session, I
discussion,
would like
we
to
have
invite
a
our Professor Dr. Anjum Qureshi to take
yes,
over. Dr. Anjum?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
thank you so much, Dr. So we have amongst us our esteemed
What do you
and
want?
very talented panelist, Ms.
Yes.
Sanskriti Patil with us. So, Sanskriti ma'am, I once again I welcome you to this forum. And as we know that when we talk about health and wellness, well, sometimes we just mistaken it to be, only physical health. We talk
Yes.
openly about physical health, but mental health and emotions and all this is somewhere we just keep it behind. So today's session, as you know, will be it's like we will try to delve inside a child's mind and try to unlock the secrets of growth, emotion, and behavior. So, ma'am, let's start with the discussion. And yes, of course, my first question for you will be like, how do children perceive the world differently from adults?
Okay, so, ma'am, I'll say children do experience the world with a sort of, curiosity, sort of very excitement and imagination. As I am sharing the PPT with you all. So, basically, what happens when we notice a rainbow as a adults or a teenagers? So we perceive rainbow as just, very sort of, you can say, sense of there won't be any sort of like excitement or something, curiosity kind of a thing. We'll just admire the beauty of rainbow, but the child will try to explore the rainbow. The child will try to catch the rainbow, the colors. So they do experience, or they do see the world, or the whatever it is around them. Okay, they notice each and every minor thing. As adults or as a teenager, we just try to we'll capture a photo with it. We'll take a video out of it, a video out of the whatever the beauty of the world it is. So child will basically see the world with so much of curiosity. They wanted to know everything, uh, what is happening over there, what is, why it is happening, how it is happening, all kind of thing. So they do admire the beauty. They have so many imagination. They have so many questions and wonders and everything.
Yes, of course, they look at the world differently than the others. They have the different understanding levels, and of course, everything that happens with this, it just gets stored somewhere in our mind. So it's like memories. So here, I would like to ask, like as you said, okay, yes, the children they have a very different perception. So when something happens in their life and somewhere with us, they are having something that they cannot forget at all. So how do you think such kind of incidents, like some childhood memories or relationships or the environment around them, how will they shape their person? How will it shape their personality?
So, ma'am, basically, when we say child personality is developed by the environment, the environment their upbringing is there, the family around them, the neighbors, the societal role, culture, the norms and values of the culture. It plays a very crucial role to shape the child's mind. So, if a child is having a positive sort of memory, like for example, let's say a family vacation, okay, then the child will become adventurous. Or if the child is having a sort of, you can say, very happy feeling home environment, right, then the child will also be a sort of extrovert personality. They are very friendly with people around them. They'll start communication. They will not setbacks, they won't have setbacks kind of thing. They will be open minded kind of thing. But if a child is having a neglectful family, or they have faced neglectful environment around them, like whether it is in educational organization or even in the society as well, then they can be they can have sort of introvert personality. So any early relationship kind of family, teachers, it plays a very important role for them in their childhood. They do learn from the experiences, how children process challenges, how they shape the idea, how they perceive a kind of a problem, how they will approach to the life. It is very important. And the family and education, the teachers, it plays a very crucial role, as well as the peers. Peers do plays a very important role when it comes to shaping the child's mind, or the behavior, how the child will behave kind of thing.
Yes, of course, the environment. When you talk
Behavior,
about
how the
environment,
child will behave kind of thing.
uh, yeah, just so it will actually, yes, as you said,
Yes.
the parents, the teachers, the peers, and all those they're around, how they deal with certain problems or certain situations in life. Obviously, this experiences in their life will shape their personality. And yes, when we talk about personality, there is another important term that we call as emotions. And nowadays, we have seen that the children, especially, they just they just throw tantrums and they're not able to control their emotions. So, what do you think? What would be the role of the parents and the educators in shaping their making them emotional resilient?
So basically, emotional resilience is a much required skill, I'll say. Parent should have it, child should have it. So parent can listen the child very actively. The active listening skill should be there in the teacher as well as in the parent, by making eye contact or giving them full attention while they are saying something. Nowadays parents are mostly on their phones, or they are on their laptops, or work from home, or working over the phones or laptops, watching TV shows or something like that. So they not intentionally, but they unintentionally they do ignore the child, or they do not listen actively what child is saying. So it won't give the validation to the child, or they feel that their feelings are not validated sort of enough. So as a parent or as a child teacher, I'll suggest them to tell them or validate child's feeling by let's say saying that I do understand whatever you are saying, whatever your disappointment is there. We should encourage their emotions. We should encourage their judgment without judgment. Whatever they are saying, we have to solve the problem together as a teacher or as a parent. When we have to guide the child when they come to us with the certain kinds of problem, rather than fixing everything, rather than telling them to fix by yourself. We have to help them that you can do it like this. So this kind of model of healthy coping mechanism, they can handle that disappointment in the futures as well, and they can develop the strategies to cope with certain kinds of problems when they'll not need someone always to solve their problem, child's problem.
Yes, of course. This is actually helping them. Like the children should be able to handle the situation, they should be able to handle the failure, the rejections in life, because even that was a part. And sometimes today, like most of them, they will be having just one child or maximum two. And what the parents are doing is they're simply fulfilling all their wishes, whatever they ask for. And therefore, when the children, when they grow up and when they enter into their, their own practical life, you can say, they are not able to handle any kind of rejections, any kind of failures. And there the actual problem starts. So right from the childhood, as you said, the it's a basic duty or responsibility of the parents as well as the educators to help them handle all this, to tell them that this is also a part of life. It is not that everything you ask for and it is in your hands. So yes, that's really very good. And I hope, ma'am, you also have some slides for us. So can we just have a look at the slide, or can we go with the questions?
Yeah. Ma'am, yeah, I do have it one more. Yeah. So this is what the secure attachment child have. So basically, when we say that, okay, so
Yeah, this is your first
this,
slide, right? Correct. This is your first slide.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is your first slide,
Yes,
so I
ma'am.
moved it for you. Okay. Yeah, please proceed.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Just a minute, ma'am. Yeah. So basically, why we do need this child mind, or why we have to understand the child psychology, it is so basically when we talk about child psychology, so it is a sort of study of how children grow, how they learn, how they think, how they feel, and as well as how do they explore the society, how do their emotional development happens, how their mental development happens. So this is what the exactly child psychology is. And as a parent or as a teacher, why we always talk about child psychology, why it is required. So it will basically helpful for the parents and teachers to support the whatever child's needs are there, and the to identify the challenges, what kind of challenges a child is facing, or what kind of whether they are having any anxiety or not, whether they are having any learning difficulties or not. So there are so many long term benefits as well of this child psychology. So it will encourage the emotional development of the child, and it will help the parent to build a foundation for the well-being, overall well-being of the child and the success as well. So as I said, child has different kind of perspectives, or different kind of let's say views of that. So they have so many curiosity, so they have learning curiosity, they have a curiosity about the society, curiosity about the environment, curiosity about the world around them. So they are naturally curious, and they do ask questions to understand the world around them. When they learn, when they play with the peers, when they play with the friends and all. So they do learn things from the play, by playing, by observation, by interaction with the society. And they young children usually think in a very concrete term, like what they can see, they wants to touch it. When on the other hand, older children develop certain kinds of abstract thinking, and they do have abstract thinking about concept like fairness or something like that. While the child will young child will have sort of imagination, or they have wonder and everything in their mind. So they do create stories, and they do engage in a pretending play. Okay, we have always seen that a girl child used to try playing with sort of, you can say, a doll, the preparing her, making her hairs, making her dress up, doing makeup and everything. So they do engage in a certain kind of play, they do pretend play. So we as a parent or a teacher, we should encourage the creativity they are having. We should we should help them to develop their brain as well as the problem solving skills as well. So child, if we talk about child, then they have sort of emotions. uh, Common emotions are then there is emotional development of a child, then we have to support the child and everything. So there are so many common emotions like happiness, sadness, or fear, even the anger child will have. And the most child, or the major emotion they are having is the excitement, which are very natural feeling, you can say. So child will express their emotions through their body language, and through their behavior as well. Let's say if a child is having anger emotions, emotion toward anything, toward a situation, toward a person, then that child, particular child, will throw the toy. So it shows his or her body language, or his or her behavior is showing the anger. If a child is in fear, then he or she will show that by sitting in a corner. If a child is very happy, then he or she will start screaming, or he or she will start dancing with the joy and sort of a thing. So this is how child will show the emotion. So if young children cry, they do cry when they are frustrated, something is not happening, or something is not in their favor, or something like that. Okay, but the as they grow up, they will learn to express their feelings through the words. So this is how child's emotional development will work. Okay, so there are certain kinds of learning tools which is useful for the emotional building emotions in the child. There are books, there are games, role play. This kind of activities will help a child to understand emotions. As there are certain kinds of visual aids that will make abstract feeling concentrate very abstract feeling concrete. So the books, games, role plays, we as a teacher do this role play kind of a thing with the child, um, sorry, children in the class. So it will make them to understand emotions. It will build up their emotional intelligence as well. So as a parent or a child, we can support the growth of the child's emotions. We can encourage them by talking about their feelings. We can use certain simple techniques like deep breathing when they are, angry or frustrated or sad. They are feeling having emotions of sadness. Then we can give them certain kind of exercise. Let's say for a deep breathing, we can do deep breathing together, so that your emotions are we can control your emotions, or we can manage your emotions, kind of a thing. Okay, so as a parent, uh, yeah. So there is a power of secure attachment between the child and the parent specifically. So this power of secure attachment has basically three levels. First one is confidence, second one is trust, and the third one is security. So when a child is, emotionally attached with the parent, or they are attached with the parents, they will have, it will be helpful for the child for the long term benefits. So any kind of secure attachment, so this secure attachment we say it by, you can say, if a child is having a supportive parent, not a neglectful parent, they do listen to the child, they do understand the feelings or the emotions of the child, then they will have this secure attachment with the parent as well as with the teachers. So it will develop a sort of healthier relation between the parent and child as well as the teacher and child, and it will also helpful for the future relationship of the child. They will start having social skills, they'll start having communication skills, they'll start have emotional regulations as well. So they are more likely to have a, sort of a extrovert personality. They'll communicate, they'll make friends, and those kind of things. So this kind of attachments will help to build a very sort of deep connections with the peers and with the partners as well. It will build when a child is having a secure attachment with the parent or teacher, then they'll have confidence, because they when they approach parent or a child teacher, they have a sort of approval or a sort of attentiveness from the side of parent or from the side of teachers as well. And it will give them trust also, that there is someone who is listening to me, who understands me. So they'll have that security, they feel safe, not just physically, but they'll feel safe emotionally as well, that someone is there to, understanding who understands me or something like that. So taming the tantrum storm, this is the very major biggest issue children do have nowadays, that
Yeah, excuse me.
when, yes
Um,
ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am. How many more slides you have? Because this is we only allow about 3-4 slides, but maybe you can just pick one.
Yes, ma'am.
How many more
I
slides?
do have only two more slides, ma'am.
Okay, fine, fine. Since you have only two, okay.
Yes,
Because we
ma'am.
still have
Yeah.
questions. Okay, fine. Sorry to disturb. Bye.
No, no worries, ma'am. Okay. So the taming the tantrum storm. So this is the very major issue nowadays. Children do have that when they are very exposed to social media, they are very exposed to violent games and something like that. So they do throw certain kinds of tantrums to parent or to teachers or even in the peers as towards peers as well. So by stay we can teach them to stay calm so that they can regulate their emotions, and we can offer certain kinds of alternatives, like you can say guide them towards certain kind of acceptable ways to express their feelings. Like, if a child is saying that I do wants to play with a toy which my friend is playing with that, so we as a parent or a teacher can tell them to, we can talk to talk to your friend whether how he or she will be ready to give you the toy to play, or we can ask him or her to play together or something like that. So we have to identify those triggers from where they are having this outburst, emotional outburst, so we can validate their feelings, like, I see you are upset, or we can acknowledge their experience or something like that. So by this kind of things we can manage the tantrums of the child. I guess this is the last slide of mine, ma'am. Balancing screen time. So this balancing screen time plays a very, very important role, whether it is a physical development or a social skill development or emotional development or anything you can say. So excessive screen time obviously reduce the physical activity, which is very important or essential for growing bodies or biological need, you can say. So children need more motor skills or motor movement to develop the coordination and the strength between the mind and the body. So this screen time do affect the physical development of the child by, they are more I'll play games, or I'll just watch the you can say YouTube videos or TV shows or something like that. So it will definitely affect the physical development of the child, as well as it will affect the social skills that they do interact with the mobile phones or technology, but they don't fully develop face to face communication abilities. Reading facial expressions and body language, um, everything affects their social impact as well. So body language will require a person in practice. So when we say that if a person is if a child is more into technology, then he or she won't be able to develop that communication skills, social communication skills. It will also have certain kinds of healthy boundaries. So we can suggest the parent or teacher to set a particular screen time, that you can have the you can use the mobile phones or you can watch the TV show for a while, but not completely, or for not the whole day. Then followed by, you can say, followed by you can have go and play in the street or play with the sort of games, outdoor games. So it will basically develop the child's brain as well as the physique also, and it will develop emotions, it will develop communication skills and the social skills as well. Yes, ma'am. So that brings to me to the conclusion of my presentation.
Yes.
That was really very interesting. And yes, on this here we can see your slide, like balancing screen time. So here we would like to ask something, ma'am. You
Yes,
said
ma'am.
about how we can be balancing the screen time for children. So here you have also told about the physical development, how this by more of screen time, how it will affect the physical development. But here I would like to know how uh, the screen time, more screen time, or more exposure to the screen time will affect the child's brain development. Because nowadays, if you see at homes, we what the screen we think only about the mobile or the TV or the laptop that we are having at home. But even in schools nowadays, they have a lot of screen time because they are seeing so much of videos and watching so much on the screen in some of the schools. So, how the screen time will affect child's brain development?
So, ma'am, basically, this screen time, specifically, there are so many content which is not actually useful for the child, or they do consume the certain kind of content. Maybe as a parent or as a teacher, we are not aware that what the child is watching, and we are not constantly there with them. We just give them a mobile phone. Okay, go and watch whatever you wants to watch. Go and play whatever you wants to play. So there are so many cases we have heard even around the world that children play lots of money for the games, or lots of money for the even the food apps from where we do order, which is not actually required. So they start having certain kinds of, if let's say if a child is playing so much of violent game, then he or she will start having that violence in them as well. Okay, it will increase the anger issues in them as well. So they'll start having sort of sorry, they'll start having that emotional it will stop their emotional development. They are more connected to their games, they are more connected to the animated shows which they are watching, but they are not so connected with their peers or their parents or their teachers as well. They don't communicate with parent or a teacher or peers, while they try to communicate with the technology. They try to communicate with the games there are. They try to communicate with the character which are there in the animated show. So it
Yes,
will stop
obviously.
their brain development.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly, exactly. You are right. You see, like as we say, children are like the fresh soil, fertile soil. Yeah. So what seed you plant in? If the soil is fertile, their children are like just a fertile soil. Okay, a sample of fertile soil. So when we put in the seeds we plant in is what we see growing. So if we put all the violent cartoons and we just give them gadgets, you see, like this, there are two effects, right? One is mentally, one is developing their character, yes, and also physically they are affected. So emotionally, mentally, and physically. You know why I love this topic?
Yeah.
Because I had preschools and also I had the real life, uh, you know, experiences with these children, and I see how they grow. You see, so that's really interesting. So
Yeah.
what Professor you are saying is exactly very true, because I've seen that. You see, so if same at home, the parents, how the parents are nurturing their children. You see, most of the children, the parents, what they do, they just leave it to the maid, or they just switch on a TV with cartoon. And nowadays, cartoons are so violent. But I like some of the
Yes.
India cartoons, very nice. They're very like family friendly environment. So I think they should adapt to this, but most parents, they don't know. Parents don't even know that the children shouldn't be watching this sort of cartoons. They should not be exposed to such an environment, gadgets. Every child, the child be sitting it's just like a toddler sitting in the chair, baby chair at the restaurant, looking at the
Yes.
small handphone, not even a tablet, handphone. So, the child looking like that and started using at that age, what will happen? Nerves affected, eyesight affected, brain is affected, addicted. You see, really, really, yeah. Please carry on.
Yes,
I
of
couldn't
course.
stop, but
Yes.
say about something about this. Yeah, please. Yes,
Yeah,
Doctor
yeah.
Anthony.
Of course, this is the reality that we are seeing nowadays, because actually parents are exposing them more. Like every time I have seen mothers, those are very very small kids, some just few months or years. They think that mobile is it is something to escape. We just make the
Yes,
child sit at one place, give the
keep.
handphone, and that
Mm.
the child is busy with that phone, and we don't know what he or she is watching. And sometimes even while they are eating, they just see the mobile, they see the cartoons, and they just eat it. Everything is there, and it is like they want to escape. So yeah, one more thing, like when we talk about parents, one more thing that we observe nowadays is like overpraising the children. That, oh, you have done it very good, and sometimes
Ah,
there's over rewarding is there,
over
for
rewarding.
like
Mm.
if they ask for like one thing. If he asks for like one toy, he will be given like the number of toys. Sometimes there is no limit. So how do you think, ma'am, this overpraising and over rewarding that sometimes the
Okay.
parents do? So how will it affect the child's
Very,
development or the
very
child's
good
behavior?
question, Dr. Andrew. Very good question. Very
See,
important question.
ma'am, rewarding will definitely affect the child. That if it will give a child a sort of surety that whatever I'll do, they won't say anything to me, whether it is parent or whether it is teacher. So over rewarding will definitely affect the child, because at times what happens is we perceive, or we tell the child that it is not that affecting. Instead of praising them, their result, we should uh, tell them or appreciate the effort they have made, rather than the result. We should appreciate the efforts they have made, because they are smart
Example,
enough
please.
to
Example,
understand. So
please.
when
Please give example, because some audience might not understand what is appreciation and just praising. Maybe
yeah,
one
sure
example.
ma'am, sure.
Yeah.
Yes ma'am. So basically, let's say a parent or a teacher is saying you are so smart. Okay, so this will fix the trait rather than the growth. So better
Mm.
we can say them, you have solve that problem, and whatever strategies you have used to solve this particular problem, I'm proud of that. You use your brain, you tried so many things, you did brainstorming, you tried to find, or and you analyzed multiple solutions, and then you came to this particular solution. So I'm proud of you that you have worked on this problem. You
Ah,
don't just run away from this problem, right? So
great.
this kind of praising will definitely affect the child's development. It will give them a sort of surety that whatever efforts I have put enough, it is appreciated by my parents, by the teachers, by the society, by the peers. So I can try something new as well. If it will work, then I'll get obviously I'll get reward, or they'll obviously I will get the appreciation from the other people around me.
Hmm. Yeah. So, how would you think that? How would you handle an introvert child? Introvert child is sometimes people mistaken for a quiet child. Some children, and
Yeah,
once you don't give them the opportunity to speak or voice out or do anything, they remain introvert. But once you give them the
yeah.
opportunity, you trigger them, they will be very talkative. You see, so it's like that. So how do you handle this kind of children? How you think? Okay,
So,
first
ma'am,
on the part of the parents, how should the parents help this child to, like, because you see in this century you cannot be introvert, you can be quiet but not
yeah.
introvert. If you are an introvert but child and nothing has been done from young, as you grow and you go to university, as you come out to work, you can be brilliant, you can be a fantastic scholar, but you might not be successful in at workplace, yeah, in community.
Yeah,
So another thing is
yeah.
the teachers, how these two people can help these introvert children.
So, the best practice I'll suggest to the parent or a teacher is role playing with the child, because
Okay.
child introvert child specifically, they don't usually open up very fast with the unknown people. So
Mm,
when they try to communicate with a particular teacher in the school or their education time, or they'll try to communicate, or they'll only communicate with the parents only, either mother or father or both the parents only, rather than communicating with other people. So they can have start role playing sort of a thing with the child, so that
mm,
they can have that practices at home, that let's say, what if I'll be a your friend for one day, and then how you will communicate with me. Let's try this is something very new. So in a sort of, you can say, game mode, or in a sort of very interactive activities, we can have this we can ask the introvert child to be more start opening up with the people around them.
like example, may I give an example? May I give an
Yes,
example?
sure,
Like,
ma'am, sure, ma'am.
it's very good. The mother or the father can have role play with the child. Besides, you can have some indoor games where you have to speak. You have to speak. Like
Yeah,
here, I think from childhood I used to play this game, family, happy family. I don't know whether in India they have this cards, happy family, and then you have the cards of fruits, animals, like flashcards, So you use that to make the child communicate, because when the child sees the picture, it gets excited. Colorful pictures, the children get excited, and from there you can cultivate. You can do this kind of indoor games, which can uh, induce the child induce the child to act, to speak. Yes, the role
yes.
play skill, that's the best actually. Like what you mentioned, you can take the child to the garden, you can take the child to the kitchen, work with you, help you, then the child can speak, right? Will learn to speak, open up slowly. Oh, connection. Similar in school also, like you see, like before when I had my preschool, at the end of the day, at the end, while waiting for her to come back, I just share this real experience. Dr. Anjum, have you ever taught a preschool? No, huh? Preschools. No, right? Oh, I have all level until university. So but my best time was with the preschool children. You know, that's really my real hands-on practical, and I really see how the child. I learn from them. I learn how to handle children. What we learn in books is one thing, but when you really interact with them, and my children, they will never rebel against me. They never rebel against me, surprisingly. I don't have infighting. I don't have children rebelling. I'm very strict, but I'm also loving. So we must know how to touch the child's heart. Like me, I always believe in
Yeah.
God. I always commit God all my children. I treat them like my children. I commit to God, and I just do my work. And the children, they're very nice. Even at home, they're so naughty. One of the parents, we have some light moments. Yeah, one of the parents even told me the parents is a school teacher. School religious teacher. But her child, this boy is only about 3 years old. He doesn't obey the mom at home. The moment he reach home, the bag flies, the shoe flies, uniform flies, everything flies, and he start making noise. But when in school, he's such an angel, you know, always want to please me, always want to please me. Not even the friend, but always in harmony with friends, but always want to please me. Even he takes something, you know, and he wants to put it back, he will call my name. He will call me, teacher, teacher, look at me. I'm putting it nicely. So I don't understand why many parents are complaining, you know. And many parents are complaining, I can't handle my child, I have to give the handphone. Yeah, Dr. Anjum, please chip in. We can chat, we can chat. I like this because not all the time too educational, right? So our experiences
Yeah.
really is very loud, right? Dr. Anjum, you got children. So how did you handle your child when they were young?
Yeah, both of them were actually, they never did all this. They were
Huh?
so good, even at home,
Huh?
even in school. But yes, I know, like my nephew, if I talk about him,
Huh?
at home he is very naughty. He's very naughty. But when my brother went to meet his teacher, so his
Uh-huh.
teacher said that this boy is very obedient in school,
Okay, dear.
and
Oh, oh, it's quiet.
yeah, he was so quiet that, and when you ask a question, he will answer. So when my mom told us, I was wondering how is it possible, because at home you can't
I,
find a
I
thing.
tell you, they are
That,
the best actors. Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
children are
yeah.
like that.
Best actor and actress. I call them emperor and empresses because Sanskriti. Have you taught the young ones,
Yes.
the small ones? So you
No,
might do.
ma'am. No,
No,
ma'am.
oh, what a waste! I tell
No.
you,
Yeah,
really,
even
you will enjoy.
I have never thought.
You never. Huh?
I directly
It's
went to the
totally a
college.
different world.
So
It's
and no
totally a
experience
different
with
world. Do you
preschoolers.
know they mold my character? Without them knowing, without me knowing, they mold my character. I'm a person, I don't like to use bright colors. I think, oh, it won't look nice on me. I don't like black colors. And the food and all that, I don't like dark colors. I like colorful food, because I eat with them. I sit with them, I eat with them. I make sure the food, what's to be served, I decide. Then my teachers will help. So they mold my character. You see, children, we learn a lot from them, especially the young ones, because they're innocent. No, they don't have hatred against people. They don't know how to hold grudges. If you teach them, you become like them. And you see that how wonderful this world is. So every parent should take this as a gift. They say, yeah, my child is my gift, but they don't spend their time with them. They give gadgets. Instead of giving gadgets, why don't you give them some interesting storybook and all that? Buy for them small ones, or sit with them, do some coloring. The parents can do flashcards. Like my students in school, I don't buy. I do my own flashcards. I teach my children art, whereas I'm not good in arts, but I learn to do arts as I teach them. So my brain develop as well, my creativity faculty develop as well as the child. You see, yeah, all this is practical things. So why I'm sharing this is that every teachers uh, don't just do just for the sake of teaching. Especially this is for the young teachers who teach the young children at preschool, standard 1, standard 2. So you must do it uh, with passion. you know because it's going to develop you as well. You are not only teaching them, you're going to develop yourself. You see, in fact,
Yeah.
even you mix with adults, as you spend time with them, you will change. Your character will be different. Then you find that you don't want to get involved with the bad people, people who gossip, people who attack people who are rude. You don't like to associate with them because you find this world is beautiful. They mold your character. You see? So it's so wonderful, right? So parents should change. Okay, gadget is very important. Like now in Malaysia, they are trying to suggest. Of course, they are suggesting because, uh, like many countries that came back, like what we had earlier these sessions, they are not going to use gadgets in school. First, they introduced having tablets, computers in school for the children because they have to use that AI and all to study. But now there some countries have stepped back, like Switzerland. Is it Sweden, Dr. Anjum? Dr. Rania was mentioning Sweden, I think. Sweden or Switzerland, they are going back. They say, no, no more gadgets. We are going back to
Yes,
the
yes,
books. Yeah,
yes. I
yeah.
don't remember
We
the
can
country, but
back.
it's true.
Yeah, yeah. Is it Sweden or Switzerland? Yeah.
I think in Sweden, even I don't remember it exactly, but this is true what you were saying, because they have realized that,
Yeah,
even I asked Sanskriti ma'am this, now we talk about screen time only at home, but they are being
yeah,
exposed
yeah.
to so much of screen time even in their schools,
Yes.
because they have to use this
Yeah.
AI, they have to use the augmented reality or the virtual reality and all that. So they are being exposed to so much of screen time at the
Yes.
schools, and this is not helping them to develop their critical thinking skills and all that. This is some researchers are saying that, so
Def-
they are coming back to the normal way of
So the
teaching.
way they plan their timetable is important. Don't have long time screen where for every subject you have to use your tablets or computers. They must know how to have like maybe first lesson they're using the gadget. The next 2 3 lessons try to have books or do some practical other things other than gadgets, away from the gadgets. This can help them. This is how the teachers and the school they plan for the child. This is how we can help the child to keep. At home, the mothers should know. They always tell the child, this is your screen time, and this is the only time from the beginning. You see? So the child will
yes.
adapt to that. Adapt to that, right? Yeah. Take them out to the garden to play, to do gardening, to do some activities which the child like. You see? Away. So we can take care of the child's mental health and physical health as well. Dr. Anju freezed now. Just now you freezed and now she's freezed. Okay, you want to say something? I think this is a very
Uh,
interesting topic.
Yeah, that is very interesting,
yeah.
and if we
Yes.
continue, we can talk for hours. But yeah, Sanskriti ma'am, we would like to hear from you.
Yeah, yeah. Please.
So even not just for young minds, but I still do it with my students in university as well.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
if I'll give the assignment to them, na, I'll take the phones from them. That you are supposed to think and then you
Ah,
write the assignment. Don't use
awesome.
ChatGPT or don't use any other AI tool
Oh,
for
yeah.
the writing the assignment. And I try to check the plagiarism as well, that if you know the
Ah,
if you have written the assignment or copy pasted the assignment from the any
ah,
AI or what. So even what whenever they want sleeve or something, like they used to copy paste the mail from the any particular AI. So
uh-huh.
I try to tell them that whatever you know, just write it. Try to at least write it something by yourself, so that you will
Yeah.
get idea. And
Mhm.
better not to use mobile phones in the classroom, so that whatever we will say in the class, you can write it down. You can make notes, and then you can develop your own answers. So, same thing we can ask teachers in the schools and parents at home as well, that whenever you are giving assignment to the especially for the children, young children, do not give them certain tasks which are they have to use mobile phone for that. Tell them to do some art, to do some art and craft, kind of give them tasks sort of like that, so that they
Yeah.
can easily less there will be less screen time in them, in their life.
Yes. Okay, so I think is that we had very interesting session
Yeah,
today.
that's really good
Yeah,
discussion.
yes, from the young ones and also about the adult ones. You see, the what young adults, yeah, young adults. Your students are all young adults. So
Yes.
what is your problem when come to interacting with them?
No, I
Uh,
don't have any problem. I can interact with them.
but do you think that no? Do you think that you ever come across some bad experiences where it really affected you emotionally? You know, their behavior. Maybe early.
No,
No, huh?
not really, I guess. No.
The India students okay. This means India students okay. Here means it's going to be different. Here it's going to
Yeah.
be different. You know. Yeah. Nowadays the Gen Z here is really different. They are very different. Now I just don't understand. You know. That's why I said sometimes what they teach in school. Another thing is the culture. The culture. Like in Malaysia, we are mixed. Community. We are a multiracial country, you know. So
Yeah.
the Malays and the Indians, our culture is almost the same, and the Chinese they are different. But if you see nowadays, generally all these children pick up from everywhere because of the gadgets and all. They have access to gadgets and all, and they see a lot of things, and they want to adapt to that lifestyle and not the one which their parents teach them. See, as they grow, when they are young, maybe yes, but as they grow, they go out, they mix with their friends and all that. They want to adapt to that. So this creates a lot of conflict at home as well as in school or college. You see, so and they carry this tradition, you know, into like K-pop and all that. The way they talk, the way they dress, they come to class. You know, sometimes they don't obey the rules of the college or whatever. So it can create some problems, internal problems in their own classroom or even you know in schools and all that. See, so um, being a lecturer or teacher and educator nowadays is many more tougher than those days. I think, yeah,
Yeah.
it's real sacrifice, you know, because especially after work you have to go back, you have another thing to do, and teachers are never free. You see, you are only free when you are sleeping. Because I had that life before. Even school, I was busy. When I go back home, I have to prepare for the next day because I have to prepare everything. I don't let my teachers do, because another problem is I like things to be nice and perfect. You know, I like that way. So I prefer, because some are not really trained. If you take the well-trained teachers, they won't obey you. That's another problem. So we have to take somebody who can just obey you and get the job done for the children. You see, this is at the lower level of education. So there's a lot of challenges as well. Yeah. So in during that time, that period where you are grooming not only the children, even the teachers who are with you, who are with you. So you got to be mentally strong, emotionally strong, you see. So mental health, not only for the children, for even the educators, are very important. Otherwise we cannot carry on, we'll break down. Yeah. Okay, so is there anything else before Dr. Anjum do the closing? Dr. Anjum, you can close. Is there anything you want to say,
Yes,
Ma'am Sas-
yes.
Dr. Anjum, you can
Sorry.
close. You want to just Ma'am Shankruvi, you want to say something? Do you want to
No,
say
it's
anything
a
before?
very interesting session, ma'am. It was a very interesting session.
Sorry,
Yes, of
in
course, it is
between I
very
interrupt
interesting.
because Yeah, in
Yeah.
between sometimes I interrupt because I want it to be interactive a bit, not like talk, one person talk. We have to be sensitive to our audience. We have a good supporters.
Yeah.
Very good supporters who have been with us uh, since last year, since we started. You know, there. So we don't want our audience to feel
Yeah.
bored listening. So we will start a bit academic, and later, if we can, we go into chatting. So interruption might come in between. So sorry for that. Yeah, sorry for that. Okay, Dr. Anju,
Yeah, it
please
is
proceed.
so amazing, ma'am. I'm very grateful for you, Anjum ma'am, Esther ma'am, to you too,
Thank you.
for this very engaging session, actually, very insightful session, ma'am.
Yes, you have given us a wonderful presentation today, and not only us, our audience, you see. So, and we really are thankful to you for spending your time. I know you have a lot of work to do, yet you accepted our invitation. Thank you so much, and we love to have you. Maybe if you have a topic, similar topic to do as a professional masterclass, we have it. Please let me know. Give me another interesting topic. Maybe next month you can
Definitely, ma'am.
take a slot for
Definitely, ma'am.
professional masterclass. Yeah, it's about
Definitely,
45
ma'am.
minutes to 1 hour. The whole session will be yours. There's no Q&A. Yeah,
Yeah,
whole session
no
will be
worries,
yours.
ma'am. Interactive sessions are more, interesting where we are interacting with each other. It is more
Yes,
interesting
yes.
rather
Interesting,
than
but why?
one person is.
Yeah, but sometimes, here you can't share a lot of things. So in professional masterclass, you can make a complete
Yeah.
lesson, so it can benefit
Yes,
university
definitely.
students, parents, teachers and all that. So that's why we have that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a pre-training. Yeah, please
Definitely.
let us know. Okay, thank you so much, and
Yeah.
I wish you
Sure. Thank
a
you so
very
much.
good evening again. And Dr. Anjum, please do the closing.
Thank you so much, Sanskriti ma'am. That was really a very wonderful session in which we talked about dealing with the children, especially with their mental health and with their wellness. And it is a very important topic. And of course, we had a very insightful session. The way you shared your experiences, and though you are a professor and you never dealt with a preschooler, but your study, your research about this topic is really, really very good. And I hope the parents, especially the parents, those who are watching us now live and those who will watch our session later on, they're going to have very important tips from this session. Because yes, as we talk about dealing with the transfer children, and the way we nurture them, the effect of environment, the effect of upbringing on their, how it shapes their personality. We discussed a lot, and in fact, this is a topic I think again, if we just keep on discussing, it can't end. And the requirements of the children are changing, the way they want the parents to behave and the way the parents behave want to the children to behave, that is entirely changing from the times we lived on. So yes, there are a lot of changes that are going on, and similarly we as parents have to, and educators, we are parents and also educators, so
Yeah.
we also need that change, try to deal with the children in that way. That was a very wonderful session. Thank you so much, and
Thank you, ma'am.
we hope to have much more interaction with you in the future with some more topics. And as Dr. Esos requested you, you're always welcome for the masterclass. Thank you very much. And thanks to all our precious audience. I've been seeing your comments, all those who have joined. And I thank you for
Yeah,
so loving
Kitiban,
for us
yeah,
joining with us.
Kitiban, Inga, Jasmine, our good friends,
Yeah, I can see the
always with
comments
us.
here.
Yes, thank
It's
you
so
for
lovely.
joining us. And I think one more thing, I like to leave this session, the audience, with these educators and the audience, uh, parents. Um, the most important thing is that parents, you got to learn how to be good parents. It's not only providing them with food, shelter, whatever they need. You need to attend to their emotional and their mental needs, mental wellness needs. You see, so don't always take your child to shopping malls. They don't know anything other than shopping malls, playground. Just a normal, nowadays they have playgrounds in the shopping malls. Parents go and dump them there and they go for shopping. You see, you can do that, but not always. Take them to gardens, take them to some recreational park where you can see trees, let go to the seaside, allow them to play with the sand, so teach children. They are very close to nature. You see, if you want your child to appreciate you, cultivate the love in them naturally, so they will become good children. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Anjum, for the closing. Till we meet again tomorrow, we have professional masterclass at 7 p.m. IST with multi-award Guinness Book World Record holder, Miss Til Kumari. She's doing her presentation tomorrow about women. So let's join her tomorrow at 7 p.m. IST live on my FB. And next week, we'll have another interesting SDG forum with Dr. Anjum and our panelists. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Ciao.
Bye, ma'am. Bye. Bye, Anjum, ma'am. Bye.